If you've been dealing with a stubborn lower belly bulge and an aching lower back that resists every diet and abdominal workout, you are likely facing a mechanical problem. This protrusion is the physical result of anterior pelvic tilt, a rotation of the pelvis that shifts the stomach outward and forces a deep, unnatural curve into the lower spine. Over the next 5 minutes, we are going to diagnose exactly what is pulling you out of alignment, examine the root causes, and walk through a simple 5-step home routine to reset your pelvis and flatten your stomach profile. To get started, you will need to grab a yoga mat, clear some floor space, and find a sturdy table or the edge of your bed. Addressing this mechanical misalignment is the most direct way to resolve both the aesthetic protrusion and the physical back pain at the same time. Step 1 is confirming your tilt. Stand sideways in front of a mirror and look for 3 specific physical signs: a deep, exaggerated curve in your lower back, a rib cage that flares upward, and a lower belly that pushes forward. Next, try the floor test. Lie flat on your back with your legs straight and attempt to slide your hand underneath your lower back. If there is a large, noticeable gap, your pelvis is currently tilted forward. See if you can actively squeeze your glutes and tighten your stomach muscles to press your lower back completely flat against your hand. If you can close that gap, your tilt is a correctable postural habit. Finally, perform the Thomas test. Sit on the edge of a sturdy table or bed. Lie back and pull one knee tightly to your chest while letting your other leg hang relaxed off the edge. Observe your resting leg. If the back of your thigh pops up off the table rather than hanging flat, your hip flexors are chronically tight, which confirms the presence of anterior pelvic tilt. Confirming these signs verifies that your posture is the result of a specific, reversible imbalance in the muscles surrounding your spine. We must first understand why the pelvis shifts. Prolonged sitting causes the hip flexors to adapt to a shortened state, essentially shrink-wrapping the muscles until they permanently yank the pelvis forward. This pull creates a swayback condition called lordosis. When we carry excess weight in the abdomen, it acts as a front-loading mechanism that continuously drags the spine forward. This medical focus shows exactly where structural stress hits. The glowing orange region indicates where intervertebral discs are compressed and exiting nerves pinched. This stress is compounded chemically. Visceral fat secretes inflammatory markers into the lumbar region, which research suggests accelerates lower disc degeneration. Ignoring these daily mechanical and chemical triggers turns a temporary posture issue into chronic degenerative joint damage. To reverse this, Step 3 focuses on mobility stretches. Begin with the half-kneeling hip flexor stretch. Get into a lunge position with one knee on a towel for comfort, ensuring your front leg forms a 90-degree angle. Before leaning forward, actively squeeze your glutes and tuck your pelvis underneath you. Only move into the stretch once secured. Hold for 30 seconds. Do not let your lower back arch, as this bypasses the hip flexors and reinforces the tilt. Next, transition to the happy baby stretch to release your lower back. Lie on your mat, bring your knees to your chest, and hold the outside edges of your feet. These releases shut off the tension pulling your spine forward, creating the structural slack necessary to begin rebuilding your core. Step 4 focuses on stabilization. Start with the quadruped pelvic tilt on your hands and knees. Exhale, pull your belly button to your spine, and gently arch your back up while tucking your pelvis. Hold for 2 seconds and complete 10 reps. Next, roll onto your back for the bridge. With your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, push firmly through your heels to lift your pelvis off the mat. The key to the bridge is the contraction at the very top. You must tighten your glutes and abs to ensure your back remains neutral and does not overarch. Now, move to the dead bug toe tap. Lie on your back with your knees up at 90 degrees. Force your lower back completely flat against the floor, leaving no gap. From this rigid position, slowly tap one toe to the ground and return it to the start. Move at a very slow pace to prevent your lower back from popping up off the mat. Without this newly built muscular strength, the hip flexors you just loosened will pull your pelvis back into a tilt the moment you stand up. Step 5 applies these routines to your daily life. Whenever you are standing, perform a postural reset. Tuck the pelvis slightly, pull the ribcage down, and roll your shoulders back. Correct your desk ergonomics by ensuring your knees sit at a 90-degree angle and your chair height allows you to easily slide your fingers under your thighs. Keep your buttocks pressed against the back of the chair, with active lumbar support, and align your monitor so your eyes are level with the center of the screen. These micro-adjustments prevent the cycle of spinal damage from restarting during the hours you aren't exercising. Completing this routine is the first major step toward realigning your posture and reducing chronic disc pressure. However, it took years of continuous sitting to create this pelvic tilt, and your muscles will need time to adapt to a new position. Clinical studies indicate it can take up to 8 weeks of daily practice to permanently correct the tilt and fully strengthen your stabilizing muscles. Bookmark this video and perform this routine daily. By focusing on your alignment at your desk and on the mat, you will see your back pain fade and your stomach profile naturally flatten. Regaining your comfort relies on the steady, daily mastery of